let's see if we are live. Okay. All right, let me test volume. Yeah, okay. I can hear it. So I'm gonna be opening and building this set. I don't know if I'm gonna finish it. I don't know if I'm gonna finish it or not yet. Turn my volume off here. Okay. Hey, how's it going? So let me know if there's any volume issues or anything. I'm trying to keep an eye on it, but I also don't want there to be any echo or anything. So I'm gonna be building this. I don't know if I'm gonna finish it, but we're gonna stream for, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes or so, and just open this and start building it. So yeah, this is kind of fun because it has the Stranger Things monster headpiece. I think it has 2 of them, so that's kind of fun. This will probably eventually end up just being used as parts. But I'm gonna go ahead and build it. So let's go ahead and open it up. You're doing good? That's awesome. I'm doing good. It's been a good day. I got that video up this morning, which is nice. I'm gonna go ahead and angle this down. Okay, yeah, I got my video uploaded today, which felt good to get done. And just, I'm coming off of the convention this past weekend. And then I had my lug meeting yesterday, so lots of fun stuff lately. How about you? What's new with you? All right, fresh new box. Ooh, that's kind of satisfying how it's all in like the colors. What is this? Interesting. We're making our packaging more sustainable. I've never seen one of these before. That's interesting. Yeah, I know they've been switching to do more like paper bags, but I have yet to get any sets that have paper bags. Okay, let's see how we're gonna lay this out here. Get the bags in order. It's good, but you have to study a lot today. Ooh, man, I'm not envious of you. I hope the studying goes well, though. Yeah, I uploaded a cliffs and rock work video, just with some helpful tips for doing rock work. Okay, so there's 3 different models that I can do with this. Well, shoot, I have decision fatigue. I don't know which one I want to do. I think I'm going to do the tall one. What do you think of the botanical sets? Do you like them? All right, let's go ahead and get started. Another brick separator to go into the bin of brick separators. You know, I don't know if I have any 8x8 round plates. I have 6x6 round plates, and I have, you know, the ones that are half, but I don't know if I have any of these. You have the orchid? Yeah. Didn't they just put on their website the new small orchid? I'm pretty excited about that one. Of all of the new florals, that one is the one that I'm most looking forward to. All right. Let me see how How do these different, is there like different instructions for the different models? Or do I just have to arrange it myself? I don't know. Well, we're just gonna go ahead and start. Do you have any other florals besides this orchid? These are the yeah, these are the orchids. Okay, I'm confusing myself. Oh man, I don't like. There's some interesting pieces that I'm sure other people are familiar with, but I'm just not. Like, I've never seen this piece before. That's pretty cool. I have been trying to think of more like tutorial videos that would be helpful that I could do. So I did the tree, and of course I could do more tree tutorials. And I did the rock one today. But yeah, I've been just trying to think about what kinds of, like those kinds of videos that would be helpful or interesting. So if you have any ideas, feel free to let me know. I've already started working on some other mocks, but I haven't made too much progress. So far, the ones I've worked on are a similar size to the smaller Ammon hen one that I just did. Not the full Ammon hen, but the small Ammon hen. So they're more like little miniature diorama scenes. I was wondering how this base was going to be built. So it's cool to see how they did it. Actually, I don't know if that goes on there. How do I get started on building mocks? Do I use Studio? Yeah, I do I use Studio if there is something specific, like that seems a little bit more difficult. Like for the Doors of Durin, I used Studio to figure out the door design and what parts I would need to order. But besides that, I don't usually use Studio. Usually I'll just start freeform building. I might draw, like grab a pen and paper and draw the general layout just so I know what I'm doing and I have a little bit of direction. But I don't even always do that. Sometimes I'll literally just sit down and start building. But like last night, I woke up this morning with a very specific idea for a mock. And so I instantly pulled out my phone like at 6 a.m. when I was getting up. And before I actually got up, I pulled out my phone and sketched. Oh wait, I'm doing this wrong. I pulled out my phone and sketched my idea down, like I drew it on my phone. So I wouldn't forget it because it felt like I don't know, I had some inspiration coming straight out of my sleep. I feel like I get that sometimes though, like where I have some inspiration straight out of like a dream or something. Does anyone else get that? Is that just me? I feel like that happens sometimes. But Studio is definitely handy to know how to use. And it'll tell you, you know, like what pieces are available in what colors, so I don't have to, you know, go searching Bricklink or whatever. So it's definitely handy, especially for like really intricate or complicated things that like the Door of Durin that needed, that had to look. I had to make it so it was recognizable. So it was kind of important. And so Studio was definitely helpful for that. Like I maybe could have done it freeform, but I think Studio just made it a little bit easier. Yeah, this is interesting how this base is built. Wasn't really sure how they were going to do that. Oh man, we're just doing several layers of this. How many? Okay, this is the last one, I think. All right, any Lego projects that you are working on? Any mocks or sets you're building? My studio area down here is a mess. I just have boxes of all my mocks that I have yet to figure out where I'm gonna put after the convention. They're all still just kind of packed up. Hey Athens, yesterday you bought Star Wars Mos Eisley Cantina. Oh wow, that's exciting. That's retiring, isn't it? Or has it already retired? That's a cool set. Do you have you started building it yet? Oh man, I have to like alternate these. This is a little bit more complicated than I thought it was gonna be. Okay. Oh, that's cool. They color coded. So the teal, whatever, I don't know what the correct color this is called. The teal bars go on those, and the orange ones go on these. That was kind of them. Oh, and all the yellow ones. Okay, I see what they're doing. Wow, they made it very user-friendly. I'm glad they did that. You're building a small mock. You don't know what it's going to be, but something. Hey, I feel that. Sometimes you just got to start building and see what happens. You haven't started it yet because you're building Barad-dûr. Nice. Yeah, good luck finding a place to put Barad-dûr. It's a little big. I struggled to find anywhere. It currently is sitting in my living room in a corner because I did not know where to put it. That Cantina set is pretty cool with all the minifigures that it comes with. That's definitely, like, for me, that would be one of the biggest draws towards that set, is just the fact that it comes with so many good minifigures. Never too old for Lego. Hey, how's it going? We are just building a botanical set and talking about our current Lego projects that we're working on. So I'll tease a little bit one of the mini projects I've already started working on. I am working on a buildable character from Lord of the Rings. Actually, I'm kind of working on multiple buildable characters from Lord of the Rings. So if that's, you'll probably be able to guess what they are, but that's my little hint. I'm also working on a scene from the Fellowship of the Ring. You're doing the Lego map, like the world map, or a different one. I feel like they've done like the Lego Masters set. That's kind of a map. So are you doing the big one? Isn't that the set that has the most pieces? You can't wait to start building the cantina when I finish Barad-dûr. It was the last item on a shop. Item on a shop here in Athens. Okay. I don't think I quite understand what you mean, but cool. You hope the next big set of Lord of the Rings will be a set of the Black Gate. Hey, that would be really cool. I just want them to do like a bunch of Lord of the Rings sets. That would be super cool. Like a whole wave. That's what I'm keeping my fingers crossed for. And you know, there's movies and stuff coming out. Like the like animated one or whatever, here in December, I believe. Okay, so, well, there we go. There's the base done, I believe. Yeah, you're working on the world map, but then I'm ripping it apart and making 3 different playable, customizable Risk games that you can play anyone around the world. Cool. One original, 1 Star Wars, and Transformers. That's neat. That seems like a creative idea. I feel like that set is one that is pretty common for people to like build something else out of it. I'm gonna put the extra pieces in here. Okay, time for bag number 2. Ooh, this is satisfying, getting all this sand blue. All right, this looks like it's going to be repetitive, though. That's interesting. Why did they put like a bunch of these pieces outside of the bag and then a bunch of them inside the bag? That seems odd. Like it's not consistent. I wonder why they do that. Oh, I skipped a step. Okay. It's so cool just seeing like how they design things. And you gotta give them credit for their like quality control, because their sets are always super sturdy and satisfying to like build. Except the set I can think of that maybe it was not so satisfying is the Indiana Jones the tomb, the Lost Tomb one, with the Ark of the Covenant. That one is not satisfying because it just falls apart constantly. Okay. Interesting, so it's gonna rest on these pieces because it sticks out further. Oh my goodness, I have to do 30 of these. Okay. That way people can use their own minifigures and parts. Are you talking about the thing you're redoing with the world map set? Did you guys see the video I uploaded today by chance? I'm trying to think of more tutorial videos that would be helpful and interesting to make. So I did the tree one, and now this rock cliffs one. So if you have other ideas, let me know. Gotta love a good repetitive step. Oh, I was supposed to call. I need to respond to them real quick. If I can. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, I was supposed to put all these in first. Any mocks you guys are working on? I have a few small things I'm working on, but I would like to do maybe like one slightly bigger mock for the next convention, which is in April. But I'm not sure what that would be. I'm not sure if I should do another Lord of the Rings one, or if I should try something that's just like, just fantasy, just from my own like mind, not an IP. But I haven't quite decided yet. And it might take a little time. Might have to wait for some inspiration or something. All right, now we're back on track. That makes sense. It's a lot sturdier this way with all those little pins in there. You vote for Lord of the Rings. That is always going to be my go-to, I think. But I don't know. I just wonder if it'll be kind of fun to try something else. I don't know. I don't want to like get too boxed in, you know. I want to just push myself a little bit. But Lord of the Rings is definitely my favorite. And I will have some Lord of the Rings things. I'm just not sure if I'm going to do a big Lord of the Rings one or not yet. Like, right away. Because I'm for sure planning to still display the Amon Hen mock. So that's not going to be taken apart yet, so I'm not going to have all those pieces. Which is maybe a little unfortunate, but I just wanted to display it at least one more time before it gets taken apart. And that's what some of the other Lug members were saying too. They were encouraging me to display it at least one more time. So I think I might do that. I like it when these sets actually come with like a little pot to display them in, so you don't have to like provide your own glass or whatever. So I definitely prefer the ones that have that. And like the new like $30 botanical sets that they've been doing, they all have a display stand. So that I really like that. I think they need to be doing more with display stands. And the ones that they just put on their website, I think all of them, I think except one, have a display stand. So it seems like maybe they're going that direction too, which is honestly kind of nice. All right, hey, that's really satisfying. That's really satisfying. All right. Bag number 3. These pieces, if I was doing some like really moss covered cliffs or something, could be useful, but it's hard using bigger slopes or bigger like pieces like this for rock work. But if I have a lot, like a very large cliff or something, maybe like along some water, these could be useful. Especially these for sure. These 100% could be useful. And it's always nice getting some more of these. Okay, let's see here. What am I doing wrong? Oh. Five more of these. Yeah, I guess these botanical sets can be a little repetitive since all the stems and then if there's like a pot or something to put them in, that's probably going to be pretty repetitive. I guess it's just the nature of the set. Just the way it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's how many I'm supposed to do. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Okay, and then this goes here. Oh, and I'm supposed to like angle all these? All right. These are interesting. Did they make these pieces new for like the plants? Or are these from something? These are a strange shape. Kind of feel like they made those for the plant sets. And with all of the new plants that they just put on their website, it seems like there's a lot of new pieces, at least pieces that I don't recognize, that they're making new parts just for the botanicals, which I think is actually kind of cool. Because those pieces are usually going to be pretty useful for other things too. You prefer the plastic bag than the paper ones? You know, I have yet to ever get a set that had the paper ones. I've only had the plastic. I suppose, you know, once they like fully transfer over, we'll all get used to it. But yeah, it's always a little bit, you know, shocking when they when there's a big change, like when they changed the Pick-a-Brick cups. I still kind of miss the cups just because the cups were classic, and it's just fun, like collecting the cups. But I definitely think you get more parts for the boxes. All right. I don't know what this symbol means. What does this symbol mean? Oh, is that like because these rods weren't in the bag, they were just in the box, so you have to like add them. I think that's what that means. Okay. This is kind of difficult to like line these up. Okay, let's see here. How does this go? Like that. It's totally like leaning. All right. There we go. We got all the stems, or the stems and the little stands in there. Okay. Wait, what? I gotta like push these down. Okay. You guys cannot see what I'm doing, but I'm attaching this stand to the stems. There, everything's attached. Okay. All right, I feel like these pieces are just useful to have, and this is a nice color to have them in. All right, so one goes here. Those like stick out really far. That seems a little extreme. Hey, LTR Bricks, how's it going? We are building a botanical that is soon to be taken apart to be used for parts. But we're gonna build it first. Any mocks or anything you're working on? Yeah, all the giant green pieces. Yeah, these ones, I was wondering if these, like if these pieces were made specifically for the floral sets, or if this mold is from something else. It seems like very leaf-like, so I feel like they made it for that. These pieces I should be able to use for like some large mossy cliffs. And maybe some of these too. Not really right now, I've just been sorting and haven't started building anything yet. Yeah, you know, sometimes it's kind of satisfying to just sort and get stuff in order. Turn on some music, you know, get stuff organized. Definitely is satisfying to do. I definitely need to do that with my area because it is very messy from the convention that I just did. So all my mocks are in boxes like down here in the back. Yeah, and I've kind of neglected them, and I've gone ahead and just started some other mocks. So they're a little neglected right now. Ooh, still working on a Lord of the Rings video. Sweet. Any hints on what it might be? Or are you keeping that to yourself? All right, we just added our first little stem here. Maybe I should raise this just a little bit since we are building a little bit higher now. I need to figure out how to set up a little backdrop so I can take decent pictures of my mocks. I've just been procrastinating figuring out how to do that. I know some people just like use a sheet, like a bed sheet, and yeah, just like drape it on something and set the mock on it and take photos. So I might have to do something like that, but I don't know. I just haven't really devoted much time to figuring that out yet. You saw my convention video? Awesome. Thanks for watching that. Up in Alberta, Canada, you don't have many conventions. Man, need to get some conventions up there. You know, before I moved like 9 months ago to where I'm at now, and from a different state. And before I moved, there was, like the place I was at originally, there was no conventions. Like one time there was a really small one, but it was nothing that great. It was pretty small. This is kind of confusing, like all these different angles. And oh, and your hint is that it will involve custom Lego Lord of the Rings minifigures. Okay. Well, cool. Maybe like making some minifigures that they never made. That would be cool. Man, there's so many minifigures I would love to get official versions of from Lord of the Rings. That would be amazing. Man, I just want them to revitalize the whole theme. That's the dream. And I mean, the sets are selling so well, you would think they would, you know, want to do something with that, but who knows? Who knows what they'll do? All right, I think I'm gonna finish off this stream. I'm not gonna finish this set. I don't quite have the time to do that. But I'm gonna finish off the stream maybe after I finish this bag. How about? You hear there's a set being made on that theme next year. How to Train Your Dragon. Oh, yeah, that would be cool. Is there a Is there a movie, like a new movie of that coming out next year? How many of those movies are there even? I don't even know. I remember liking the first one a lot. I think there's at least a second. Is there a third? Live action. Oh, a live action one. Okay. Man, this is so confusing. Just like figuring out all these different directions and making sure I'm not messing up while I'm talking, which is very easy for me to do. 3 animated ones. Wow, there's 3 of them? Man. I only knew about 1. Or 2. Can I do a Pirates of the Caribbean mock? That would be pretty cool. One struggle with that is I don't have very many minifigures. I have some, but also some of the ones I have actually been like crumbling because they're brittle brown, which is really sad. But yeah, I'm not opposed to that. What would you like to see if I was to do one? Could always use some inspiration or some ideas. A shipwreck. Like what shipwreck? Any in particular? Or just a general like pirate shipwreck? Is there a scene from a movie where there's a shipwreck specifically? This is pretty cool with all these like stems going all over the place. Kind of will pool. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. Whirlpool? Like with the Kraken? That would be pretty neat. I have never built a ship. Well, I guess when I was a kid I built a ship, but it was not very good. I've never, yeah, I'm not very good at shipbuilding, but I do like to challenge myself. So maybe eventually I might do a ship. But really, I mean, my go-to is just like landscape things and fantasy buildings. That's definitely my comfort zone. Yeah, whirlpool. Okay, yeah, I got you. That would be cool. I bet a whirlpool made in Lego would be fun. You know, it's kind of funny. That's the part that excites me, building the whirlpool more than building this ship. That's the part that I think sounds fun to me. But of course, you got to have a ship in the whirlpool. But I feel like that would have to be massive, especially if you're doing minifigure scale. That would have to be so big. Micro scale might be cool. All right. Interesting. What is this? I don't know what this does. Putting these little pins. They're having me put these little like pin things. Is it in these? Is it like to lock it in? Or maybe just make it look like it's actually attached. That's probably what it is. Because otherwise it looks like it's just like the stems are just like coming out of nothing if that piece isn't there. Hey Flounder. Oh my goodness, I missed so many messages. I'm sorry. Like the battle in the third movie. Okay, yes. Is that where the Kraken is? Or am I thinking of? Oh no, yeah. Okay, I remember that now. There's like 2 ships on either side of the whirlpool, I believe, right? That would be cool, but again, I feel like that would have to be massive, like super big, in order to, I don't know, make like reasonably good. Cheesy Studios, yeah, I know Cheesy Studios. All his Minecraft mocks are very cool, and he recently did that. Well, I say recently, I think it's been a bit, but that pirate ship castle mock, that was very cool. And he motorized it too. That would be fun to work with motors a little bit. I haven't done that. Did you see the Nazgul torsos were on Bricks and Pieces? I did see that. So I'll have to buy 9 of them. Or I guess 8 of them, since I already have one. Actually, I really should do that before they go out of stock, or before they stop selling them. Flounder, do you know how long they usually like will have those pieces on there? You made a mock a while ago that's called an island castle. It was insane. Yeah, that was very cool. Super tall, but it was very cool. He brought it to one of the local conventions to me, but that was in the spring, and I didn't, before I even knew about the convention. So I was in town for it, but I could have gone and seen it in person. Cheesy Studios mock, but I did not know about the convention at that time. You bought 10 of them for yourself? Nice, yeah. Until they go out of stock. You were surprised you got them 3 hours after the post you saw. Definitely get them ASAP. Okay. Yeah, I will have to do that. Lord of the Rings Hobbit is cool. It's just... it is just... Oh. Don't see the message anymore. All right. Yeah, I haven't gotten my 9 Nazgul torsos yet. You have 3 Nazgul so far. I have some of the old ones. Like, I have, like, 3 of the old Nazguls, I believe. And I have the 1 new one. So, I guess I'm up to 3, or 4. But it would be nice to get, like, ones that are all the same. So, I might just get a bunch of the new ones. That's pretty cool, the leaves. All right, let's see here. They have all the pieces available except the hood. Really? They don't have the hood? Isn't it just a generic black hood? They don't have that on Bricks and Pieces? That kind of surprises me. Because doesn't that... I mean, that comes in a handful of other sets too, I believe. Unless I'm just... I don't know. Unless I don't know something. Which is very likely. There's a lot of things I don't know. All right. Man, I'm always impressed with these floral sets. Yeah, I will have to make an order. Do they have the capes on there as well? Lord of the Rings Hobbit is cool, but the good figs like Azog are very expensive. Yeah, that is that's definitely difficult. And they're all like brittle brown if they have brown, which is pretty disappointing. Because there's some of them that I would just love to get, but man, even if I get them, they're going to be so fragile. But I do have a goal to collect them all eventually. But yeah, some of them are very expensive. Like the Radagast, very expensive. The Wormtongue, that's expensive. I have Radagast, I don't have Wormtongue yet. Oh, they have the old hood, but not the new one. Okay. Yeah, so that's like the next best thing, I guess. Pirates of the Caribbean is your second favorite theme. If you could have one set made, it would be the Flying Dutchman. And the SpongeBob one doesn't count. Oh, yeah. That would be so cool. Yeah, they never made a Flying Dutchman, did they? They made the Black Pearl, they made Queen Anne's Revenge, and the one from the newer movie, whatever that's called. But yeah, they never did a Flying Dutchman. The Flying Dutchman is like one of the most, oh, I just kicked my camera, is like one of the most iconic, like ships, I feel like. I am kind of surprised they didn't do that. Obviously, it would be like a bit of a tamed down version because they have to be able to sell it. But yeah, you would think they would have done that one since it's such a popular one. Ooh. Huh. Oh, the Silent Mary, yeah. Hopefully one day. Do you think they're ever going to do Pirates of the Caribbean sets again, though? Like, maybe if a movie came out, but I don't know if they're ever making movies, any more movies. You know, with all the, I don't know, Johnny Depp stuff and whatever. And it wouldn't be the same if Johnny Depp isn't in it, you know, like, what's the point? So man, I would love for them to do some more of those, but I don't know if they will. Are these pieces from, like, the buildable figures? I have none of the buildable figures, but I feel like these look like shoulder pads. And then there's the Stranger Things. I haven't seen the last like 2 seasons of Stranger Things, but that's the head, the Demogorgon, right? That's the head from that same mold. There's a Bricklink Tortuga set. What? I didn't know about that. Okay, we're just gonna finish this up. I was maybe gonna not, but we're gonna do it. And man, look at this. That's cool. Getting a whole bag of shields. Oh, I didn't know there was magenta frogs in here. Bricklink Tortuga set. Okay. I'll have to look into that, because I did not know about that. Is it like actually... There's no way it's an IP, like actually Pirates of the Caribbean, right? It's just a pirate set or something. I don't know how they could do that. Oh, that's pretty cool. Going to Atlanta BrickCon or Brick Fair, Virginia next year? I would like to. I haven't decided yet. When are they? Are they in the summer? I'm gonna try to do what's it called? Brick World Chicago or Brick? Yeah, right. That's what it's called. I get them mixed up. I'm gonna try to go to that one because that one is closer to me. The East Coast is just a little bit farther, but I really would like to go. So, not sure. We'll see. You think it's 1 or 2 series away? All right. Thanks, Lord of the Rings, Bricks. I never know. I don't know if that's how I should call you or not. LOTR Bricks. Thanks for hanging out. Just a pirate port, okay. You've never been to a BrickCon or World. Hey, they're pretty good. The big ones are. Small ones can be a little iffy. But the big ones are pretty good. I just finished the local convention here. Brick Days, Lincoln. And, I mean, that was on the smaller side. But, man, I've been to some tiny ones before. And this was the biggest one I've been to so far. I missed Brick World Chicago this year. I was going to try to go, but I was just busy that weekend, and it didn't work out. Whoa. This is an interesting technique. Here, let me show you. for those of you who don't have this set. What? I'm supposed to... Oh my. I'm supposed to put the fork through the shield. That seems very odd to me. But hey, if it works. So the fork is through the shield like handle and is locked in. That is an interesting technique. Atlanta is end of February. Virginia is beginning of August. Okay. So I likely will not be able to make it to Atlanta. That's probably a little too soon. Not sure about the other one. Your cousin lives about 9 miles away from Brick World, Chicago. So during summer, I might go take a look. Hey, yeah, you should do it. And hey, maybe I'll be there too. Maybe I'll have some of my Lord of the Rings mugs there. I've already started working on some more Lord of the Rings things for the next convention. So the next convention I am for sure doing is Brick Days Omaha, which is in April. All right, I'm getting confused, like with which direction I'm supposed to be doing this. Okay. All right. It's coming together. All right, thanks for hanging out, Flounder. Oh man, my stomach is growling, you guys. Oh my goodness, I am so hungry. I just ate too. Well, I guess it's been a little bit, but... See any YouTubers, you might just get their autograph on a Lego set. Hey, there you go. Do it. I need to eat. I am hungry. Oh my goodness, I have to do this 6 times? Okay. All right. I'll do 2 more. I'm going to do 2 of them, and then I'm going to call it for this stream, because I need some food. My stomach is yelling at me. It doesn't help when I've had coffee without much food. Yeah, so tedious and repetitive. Well, and it's like, it's not so bad when there's like a step that you have to do, like it doesn't take very many steps to do, like the whole thing. But this is like a huge chunk that is 2 pages, and it's like, what, 8 steps, I guess, just to do one, and I have to do it 6 times. Yeah, it adds up. And as unique as this shield fork technique is, I don't like doing it 30 times, so call me crazy. I just don't feel like sticking a bunch of forks in this in these shields for the rest of my afternoon, you know? Just me? Or am I the only one? Oh, I'm putting them in backwards. I am excited for the new Orchid set. I think that one looks pretty good. That's my favorite of the new ones that they just put on the website. Watch, and then I'm going to do like all of these and then realize I did them wrong and have to do them all over again. Got some more frogs for my giant pink frog collection. Your dog watches you while you build Lego sets. Hey, at least you have a companion. That's fun. Love your approach to MOC building and the balance you hit between too little and too much detail in a build. It's really a way of building you've mastered. Thank you. That's very kind of you to say. I appreciate you taking the time to say that. It means a lot. Yeah, everyone kind of has their style, I guess. And my style, you know, some people go for all studs, some people go for all tiles. I like to try to balance it a little bit. But nothing wrong with doing it any other way. That's just what I tend to like. But that's very kind of you. Thanks for saying that. All right, we're gonna finish up after this. After I finish this one, so 3 more shields, 3 more forks. Yeah, this is, I've never seen any sort of technique like this. That's a very interesting technique. All these like loose forks in the shields. I don't know if it's focusing, is it? Very strange. Lego is getting creative over here. It's a cool technique. Never would have thought to do that. I love that they've been getting so much more creative with their, just their techniques that they use. It is fun to come across a new technique that you've never seen before. Really excited for the Marvel movie Brave New World with the Red Hulk. Yeah, I think I saw a trailer for that. I'm not gonna lie though, I have not really paid any attention to any of the Marvel movies in quite some time. So I've probably missed a lot. All right, there we got all of our 3, so that's half of them. We've got half of our flower petals done. And of course our little Demogorgon faces, flower faces. That is really a clever use for this piece because it does look like a flower. Like the shape of it is very floral. So that's good on them. I'm glad they reused that piece. All right, best time to watch movies in theaters is to go on Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. It's only $5 a ticket. Nice. I don't know that it's that cheap where I live. I could be wrong, but I don't think it's quite that cheap. But it used to be. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I'm gonna end it. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting with me while I build this set. That was fun to have some company. So this set is gonna be probably displayed for a bit and then parted out. Oh, you can actually see some sneak peeks in the back of some things that I'm working on. But I'm not gonna show you any closer than that for now. All right, thanks for hanging out, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and end this and get some food so I can appease my screaming stomach. All right, take care. See ya, Bricking It with Andrew. All right, peace out.